your car is special? Well, let me show you a few tricks. Brake setup, you got large wheels, you got really wide 295 rear, and then you got this, your perfect cup holder. Oh, you will spill some coffee and leave some crumbles on this perfect GT4. Well, I have a solution for that. So today we're talking about GT4. As good as it gets in a Cayman body. When you get inside, you will not be able to miss the point that it's got the 4-liter flat 6 engine from the previous generation of GT3. Man, it's a drama. It's like a lot going on. Normally you don't get that drama, you don't get that noises that it's right behind your ears. But here is like, you can't skip it. You will not be able to hear from the outside. All you hear is flat 6 4-liter. It's not like a boy racer. You have to really go to 8,000 RPM to hear it. So you got inside. Yes, you will see the strap that your passengers will be yanking and saying, "Let me out!" while sitting next to the fire extinguisher. But that's another story. When it comes to the interior, I want to point out it's more or less not a luxury car. Most of the people misunderstand. They think the highest trim level is gonna be the most luxurious. No, it's violent. It shakes a lot. It makes all the noises. It's like rattles and, you know, lifters and everything. You hear the drama behind you. And how can they possibly throw the biggest engine on the back and still make it as light as it gets? Well, by reducing stuff. There is no automatic climate control. There is like pretty much no sound deadening, no insulation whatsoever. They just want to make sure it's gonna be as light as it gets, as fast as it gets, and then you come in and say it's not that luxurious. It's beautiful on the inside. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. There's no extra buttons. There's no even fancy buttons that you see in a Cayenne, for example. Here you have PDK Sport, shock adjustment, active exhaust, start stop off, and you also have, instead of Sport Plus modes when you have race chrono, you got ESC off and ESC plus traction control off. So it's a different approach. It's like, hey, we don't have that fancy trickery. We only can offer you something where you press the button and you do it yourself. Speaking of start stop, it's actually annoying in this car. Besides rolling backwards at the stoplight, it's also kinda shocking for the people. Let's say you stop at the red light and car pulls in. Your engine was off. When it's waking up, it's like, and people right next to you will definitely know it's somewhat around German style of a muscle car. The only difference, it's not screaming that loud. PDK in this particular package will be faster than the manual transmission. And yes, you still can get the manual. Why would you do that? Because this one is acting like a manual. It wants to be a manual, but it's faster. Especially when you go to between 6,000–7,000 RPMs, it likes to rev. The faster you go, the difference is gonna be in the exhaust note, which is kind of surprising. So it does not sound the same when you go 40 miles an hour full bore, or you're going 150 miles an hour. Also, you're gonna attract a lot of attention. Our particular car is white. It's not screaming yellow. And it's good, otherwise you would get a ticket before you leave a parking lot. But the thing is, in terms of daily driven, it's practical to the extent, but it's not like annoying. Most of the people will find it too harsh in terms of the suspension setup. It's not. If you've driven real sports cars, you will know it's balanced. And it's also got adjustable shocks, which will transform the car, which will make it stiffer. And driving it daily, I don't feel it's a problem, to be honest. I've been in the cars that are, yeah, even not that luxurious. Yeah, today is a good day. Any day is a good day when you got flat 6 4-liter behind you. I have to cool down. Dennis, breathe in, breathe out. I'm glad it's a white car. Ooh, I would be in trouble. I don't think you can actually experience this car properly without hiring a pro driver at the closed course, because that's your limits and that's what the car can do. No matter how good you are, it will take you time to build up and understand how good it is. It's just mentally you have to be prepared for that, because it will do whatever you will tell it to do. Will you be ready for that? That's a big question. Let us know in the comments down below what do you think about the new GT4. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you on the next one.